Yeah, so.
You're stupid.
Hello, FreeForm Nation. We are back. We live in effect. It is your host, the impeccable, the amazing Phenom Soul, a.k.a. Fee. To my right, we have Professor Neutron, but we call him Henny for short.
Yeah, man. Twitter, Quest_King, I believe. I'm not
Damn,
too
you
sure.
remember.
And then you
I've been trying.
I've been trying in the beginning. That's awesome. Promote yourself, homie.
You goddamn right, nigga. Yeah, man. It's feel good to be back in the building, hanging with the bros
On a Sunday.
Sunday.
Feel a little odd. Usually we do our
seems-
podcast on Saturday.
It seems odd, but
Yeah,
at the same
odd.
time, it is what it is. Got to work with time schedules and all that. But we here to do a thing. Hope you guys enjoy it. Like, subscribe, comment, tweet. Send it to your grandma for Mother's Day gift, for Grandma's Day gift. It's National Women's Month or something. You know what I'm saying? Send it to your other girlfriend. Send it to your mama. I'm also known as your mama's best friend. Also known as your
stepdaddy.
To my left, we have Tez.
What's up, everybody? Hope you enjoying your Sunday or coming up on a work week. Just hit me up at Mars Brooks at Tez the Great at Mars Brooks. Yeah. That's about it. I ain't really got nothing to say besides that.
Well, all right then.
Just barely hanging on.
Let's go ahead and jump into these topics. So, all right, first topic. Tez brought up body shaming and
Yeah, body shaming.
Give us a backdrop on that.
Give us a
Well,
backdrop.
basically, how I came up with the idea to do this whole body shaming topic was I saw a video on the internet, a plus size woman. Basically, she put on a 2-piece bikini, and then she got like a whole bunch of haters on Twitter. Yeah, it was mainly Twitter. Hit her up and be like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you're wearing that." Da 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 XYZ. And, it just made me think, like how women are judged all the time on what they look like and, just physical appearance in general. So I found that very interesting. And, I was curious what you guys thought about that.
I think people are just fucking haters. Like, it's just like, to tie that into, like Nike dropped a clothing line for bigger people.
The plus size one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people were like, "Oh, I'm not supporting Nike." Like, what you expect these people to go fucking work out in on their journey to health?
Yeah.
That makes no fucking sense. Like, you want to sit up here and talk about people's size, but you want to critique them. Like, it's just like when you go to the gym and like you see the big buff dude,
Yeah.
or the fit chick kind of joking and laughing at the other big people, and it's like, bitch, why you think I'm in here?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Like, what's your fucking problem? And like, people are so fucking critical of other people's bodies, when in actuality, it's probably because they're upset about something with themselves.
Yeah.
Because when it comes down to it, like, we all know, like, people come in different shapes, sizes, colors, and everything like that. But just like Dr. King said, it's the content of the character, my nigga. Like, that's what comes down to it. But people just rather base their opinions of people off of physical features. And that's the most annoying thing about it is this woman, I haven't seen this picture, but I'm pretty sure if she's a plus size model, she's probably really beautiful.
Yeah, she was very beautiful.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion though.
Yeah, and people just see her in these, swimsuits that are supposed to be fucking tight because it's a swimsuit.
Yeah.
And you're like, "Oh, how dare she wear something? Oh my God." Yeah. Human like, man, shut the fuck up, man.
And then I think
whack.
I also think another thing is when people think on a certain level, specifically certain people shouldn't be confident. They just knock that just for the mere fact that, like, how dare they be confident in their own themselves?
Skin, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And because of societal standards of you got to look this way, you got to have if you're a woman you have to have certain curves and you gotta have your hair a certain way and all that stuff. Just the whole whether it's a white standard of beauty or whether it's a size standard of beauty or stuff like that. I think people just want to put people in their proverbial place, like,
or they're lashing out because of their own insecurities.
Yeah, I think that goes into it.
And then you have, like, and that's another thing that gets me is, like, you're mad at her for, like, actually getting an opportunity to model. And you're just sitting behind the screen bitching. And that's really pathetic.
Yeah, there's a lot of
man,
keyboard gangsters. It's a generation of keyboard
and God
gangsters.
knows
There's a lot of e-thugging going on.
Yeah.
And God knows the funniest thing about all these people that do this kind of shit. Look at their fucking porn browser.
Probably plus size shit.
Probably plus size pictures. You know what I'm saying?
Everywhere.
It's just like
All kinds of
they
on
on Tumblr there was this thing going around. There was an actual study of like the most viewed, like the most searched words when it comes to pornography, dictated by regions. The South was like black women and gay porn.
I can see that.
You know, and I'm just like,
I thought it was gonna be BBW. Man.
no, man, you know, all that bitch is big down here, nigga. You know, boy, finger licking good, boy.
Man.
No, you said
Hey.
the most all
of them helping, baby.
No, I mean but see, in Miami, it was like Latina.
Makes sense.
You know, it makes
I can
sense,
see
but at the same time, there's so many like fucking people down there that are racist towards, you know, you know, so it can
crazy, dog.
like it still makes sense.
No,
so, like,
honestly,
like,
I
either way it
don't
goes.
necessarily feel like it's crazy, but I kind of feel like it's like a repressive thing. It's like as much as you might have your own prejudice or whatever towards people, it's always like, I wonder what they would be like in bed. Or exactly. It's kind of like, to me, it's like the whole like slave thing.
Oh god, I knew you were gonna go there.
Yeah, because that's what I'm like. When you said black women were like number one down here, I was like automatically like, you were thinking extension of like slave owners banging black women.
It really is. And so like when it comes down like it really upsets me that people can't, like, people, just like Sid was saying, because of their own insecurities, whether that's what you desire to have in your life or whether you're just insecure with your own body, and you choose to take that fucking thing out, instead of facing your issues, you want to project your issues onto somebody else. Yeah. And that's the only thing that's fucked up about today's society with the internet and social media, is that there's a wider scope of people projecting their own insecurities and their own personal issues onto one person, and that's fucked up.
Yeah, I really think it's kind of like the basically like inner thoughts being vocalized. Like people always thought shit like this, but it's just like you have an open forum where you can be anonymous and you can fucking throw stones and hide your hand and shit. And
which I think is mad pussy, bro.
Well, I got
I
want to add another perspective to this. I know many of the comments probably real hateful filled and all that bullshit, but like I just thought about, like, you know, we live in like a very sensitive society now nowadays. So you know, there's always gonna be trolls everywhere. But I can understand somebody trolling and it getting taken too far, but at the same time, I think you gotta use common sense and certain shit. Like a good example of this would be what's his name? He's that kind of funny. He made a joke on Women's Day about like when people was like such and such a day without a woman, he was like, yeah, peace.
Bill Burr?
Nah, it wasn't him. It was
I would assume that was Bill Burr.
You watched Kind of Funny, right? No. I think it was Colin. I think it was Colin. He's on Kind of Funny. He's on YouTube or whatever. But he made that joke on Twitter and like got all kinds of flack. He got all kinds of flack. Greg Miller not Greg Miller, but Greg had to apologize for him and everything on behalf of Kind of Funny, just because they're business and it looks bad for business and all that stuff right there. But that's like him being funny.
But I'm just saying, do they make jokes like that usually?
Yeah, they like. I mean that's like if you watch them from the beginning, like they do make like crude humor, like you would do with your friends, your friends. Period. Like you'll say like some cats will probably say like some offensive shit to somebody that didn't know. Like if they were talking to a chick and you knew you known this girl for a while, y'all joke with each other like man, should you be making me a sandwich or something? Jokes like those. But like people who don't know you like that are gonna take that completely out of context.
And that's another thing that I don't like about social commentary on certain shit, is because people want to try to force you to fit their mold.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. I was thinking. I'm pretty sure somebody tried to. They was trying to use their sense of humor in that, and with the whole chick being body shamed and everything, and it didn't go over well. Yeah. Which at the same time, that goes back to like, you use your noggin, man. Roll safe.
Yeah, because like, my thing is like, if you don't know this person personally, if you don't know this person at all, if you haven't followed this person for a while, if you haven't been a part of their own journey and shit like that, whether it be through social media or in their personal life, shut the fuck up. You don't know what they've been through.
Yeah.
You don't know. Like, ain't no telling how long it took this woman to feel confident to get to where she is now to be a plus size model.
Yeah.
Fuck that. To be a model. You know what I'm saying?
Period.
And so it's like, who the fuck are these no-name people sitting around wasting their time just looking at this and just trying to take shots at her for no reason? Like, man, leave that chick alone, bro. Leave her alone. And like, it don't make it just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. To me, that's like kind of like the just like with anybody aspiring to do something different or aspiring to do something they may feel like is great. It's like it's kind of like I always think of the Rudyard Kipling.
Rudyard Kipling?
I thought it was Rudyard. I've heard people say
whatever.
Potato,
Jungle
potato.
Book.
Yeah, exactly. Jungle Book often. But yeah, anyway, it's like I always think like heavy is the head that wears the crown. It's like since she decided to be brave enough to put herself out there, it's gonna be a whole bunch of motherfuckers that would never have the balls or the vaginas to fucking do the same shit. And then they're gonna be the first motherfuckers to throw stones.
Exactly.
And I always think, I think that's the thing with just human nature, unfortunately, that people, when you step outside the tribe, you're gonna have you may have,
when you dare to be different.
Exactly. You might have a certain amount of people that are gonna be like, yo, good for you for stepping outside of the tribe.
Mm-hmm.
But then you're gonna have the other, you have the other end where it's gonna be like a whole bunch of motherfuckers being like, the fuck you step outside the tribe for? You should be like us. Or ha, you're doing something that we don't feel comfortable with, and it's not the norm, so we're gonna fucking make fun of you.
Exactly.
And that's bullshit, man.
It's total bullshit.
But like you said, it's human nature, man.
Yeah,
it's
very
basically
bad.
a pack mentality.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so it's like you were saying, somebody tries to be brave, and somebody is brave.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody is brave.
Yeah.
And then they become like, everybody looks at them like they're sheep for the slaughter. Yeah. And it's like, instead of just doing that, how about you just be brave yourself and try that fucking palette of makeup, you ugly bitch, that you've been wanting.
Went to a dark place.
And that's why I'm the professor.
Yeah, exactly. It's like class in session, motherfucker.
Alright.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Okay. So, on to the next topic.
Dun, dun, dun.
You know what? I'm gonna need no interruption. I want to address this individual personally.
Can we get the Funk Flex bomb dropping going up?
But yeah, all right. Of course, if you've kept up with any recent events, you've heard the coonery and buffoonery known as Ben Carson, and he took it to over level 9,000 this time. What I've heard from him saying that, when he made his speech to his whole staff or whatever, basically comparing slaves to immigrants. Now, people have been like, they've been like, damage controlling this whole thing from saying, well, everybody there knew what he was trying to say. People actually like him. Yada yada yada. He wasn't trying to say that. No. Here's my reasoning. There is no excuse for that to even come out of his mouth. There should be no excuse at all. Nobody should be making excuses for this man. He is a grown ass man. He is a fucking doctor. He's supposed to be one of the most highly educated individuals in this country. And you mean to tell me you're gonna slip up like this and you're gonna say this bullshit? Knowing where you come from, he is like the epitome of a person who's forgotten where they come from, their heritage, or just really does not care at all. And you know what? I'm gonna keep my whole soliloquy like vulgar free because he's not even worth it. I won't even give him the honor of me like going at him like that, but I will call him a human piece of filth. Cause I cannot let that slide. And I know a lot of people will come back and say, well, Obama said this, because people like to bring Obama in the conversation that have nothing to do with him, especially nowadays. And they're like, well, what about this speech about Obama? Like, I don't.
Trump, man.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care if Martin Luther King said this shit himself. I would be equally as disgusted. Because you are not only you a black man, you are an older black man than me. And it's like you don't know any better. Or it's like you don't really care. And this isn't the first time he said some slick stuff about his own people.
Get on.
It's not the only time he's like disrespected like not only a people but an entire gender. Like Jesus Christ, man! Like the dude pisses me off to know like it's just so infuriating that this is a person that's in power now. This is a person with some semblance of power that can he can control somebody's like life right now.
Yeah.
These are the type of people that are in office and in power right now. And we still have people defending this shit. We have people defending him. We have people defending this whole cabinet, this whole mockery of a cabinet that we have right now. We are we were already a mockery of a nation. You just made it like the greatest show on earth, basically. That's what America is. The greatest,
Bailey, baby.
Greatest show on earth.
Circus show.
And it's so it's just so sickening, and it's taking all I can to not go on a freaking tirade and just dropping F-bombs everywhere and calling him you know what? No, I'm not gonna do
Uncle
it.
Tom, I'll call him that.
No, Uncle Tom is too good for him.
Oh,
It's too good for him.
yeah, I feel you.
Anything above shit is good for this man.
Nigga.
Is it nigga?
It's his oh man, dude.
I honestly feel like it might have been a distractive thing because
it doesn't matter if it's distractive. It's what matters to me. What matters to me is dude, it's so hard to explain the amount of ignorance and stupidity that has just eclipsed the entire nation in a span of what, 2 months?
Yeah.
In 2 months.
no, the nation was already stupid.
Well, we were already stupid as fuck. It's not being completely televised right now.
This is my thing. If it is a distraction, that's even worse. Because they probably pulled you into the room and said, "Yo, Ben, we need you to say some shit."
And that makes you question what's going on.
I feel like
that means you willingly walked right onto that landmine just so that they could step over your body and have a clear path.
But I feel like he already sold it. He sold his fucking integrity. Not even just the fact that he ran for the Republican, the Republican ticket.
No, I don't blame him for that. Do what you do.
I'm not even so long ago. Bro.
I'm not even saying that. But him on police brutality, certain shit he said about police brutality, and acting like it's acceptable and acting like, police need to have jurisdiction to do whatever they need to do, and it's such a dangerous job, and you fucking, defending policing, beyond the point of, being empathetic towards people that are innocently being beat up and killed by the police.
He's defending indiscriminate murder.
Basically on a Sheriff Clark level.
Don't know what happened.
Basically.
Well, while we're going about this with Ben Carson?
Yeah, let the people know what happened.
In context.
Okay, in context, he was addressing his, he's the director of HUD. He's addressing his staff, and he starts talking about,
Director of the Hood.
Director of the Hood.
I'm playing. We don't claim that, Nick.
He's like, he took over after Tukey. After Tukey left us, man.
Hey. Don't fucking do that, cuz. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, that was a video coming out. But basically, he gave a speech. He gave a speech to his staff, and he was talking about immigrants. He was talking about the new immigration ban and everything, how they plan to work with immigrants, legal immigrants and shit like that, and then said listen, immigrants made this country. Even the hardest working immigrants of them all, who came here on the bottom of slave ships and worked for less. I was like,
that's the thing that got me. Work for less.
That shit killed me.
They work for a lot less.
No. And the fact that you still had the gall to call slaves immigrants, you don't call a person that got kidnapped to another fucking country a fucking immigrant. That nigga's a victim. He is a fucking prisoner. That ain't a fucking immigrant. This dumb ass nigga didn't even know what the man. Oh shit.
No, like I said, I feel like.
I'm sorry. Shit. One time.
The ignorance in that one phrase set me the fuck off. I was like, how the fuck do you? It's like, bro. It's like he fell asleep during social studies or something, man. Yeah. It's like, dude, I know they're trying to erase slavery out of the textbooks now.
Oh, God, yes.
Yes, but when we were coming up, when I was coming up, we knew the truth. Especially when this dumbass motherfucker was coming. I know they told him about it.
I feel like
we read the 2 paragraphs and skipped.
Yeah,
right past
exactly.
it,
We knew. But I also,
at least we had the paragraph.
Exactly. When I say we knew enough of the truth to know better than to phrase stuff like that. Yeah, and to me, I was thinking about this earlier because when I thought of the whole making that a subject, it was interesting.
His wife looked like Mammy.
Really? I ain't gonna even throw stones like that.
How dare you do
You stupid as fuck.
Wait, I got one more thing in.
I ain't gonna even.
He actually threw an apology. His PR person put an apology on Facebook that wasn't even a fucking apology. It was like, well, basically, just to clear up what I was saying immigrants in the context. Didn't apologize for the shit he said. Just like, this is just clearing up what I said. You all know what I was talking about.
Yeah, well, he had 2 apologies. I think one came from like his people or whatever, and then the second one he actually
wrote out himself,
and it actually was like the logical statement. But still, I feel like it's ridiculous for him to say it in the first place. But the thing I was thinking about in my head, I was like, if it came from a white Republican, conservative Republican, I probably would have just laughed that shit off and been like, "It's not that big." I would have, because I would have honestly, because that's just my stereotype of certain conservative. Republicans, especially in the Trump administration.
Oh, yeah.
Especially. Yeah. But since it was Ben Carson, I was like,
a black man.
He so fucking sold his soul, bro, man. That's the first thing I was like, you cooning.
Get out, bro.
I haven't.
You know what happened to the brother, man.
Well, like, yeah, he cool.
The brother didn't go that far, though.
Wow, he didn't sell his soul that much.
But,
he was still in there a little bit.
Like, my thing is this, man. They've been trying to fucking erase the history. And it's fucked up because they trying to do this shit now when just even every time we read those 2 paragraphs about the history of black people or Africans within the states, the 2 paragraphs that we read were always read during what? Black History Month.
Yep. Yeah, right on.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So now y'all want to try to change the fucking history?
Yeah.
When all you've done is try to portray us as this is what you are and this is what you will always be?
Right.
And so, like, the problem for me goes way beyond Ben Carson, but I definitely feel you. I feel you on your rage set, and I feel you on you, like, with the, I'd laugh it off if it was somebody else in the Trump administration. Yeah. Like, I feel both of y'all, but my thing is, I think I told you about that story. I don't care. I think I told you about that story. Like, somewhere in Texas, they actually changed.
Yeah,
like
the whole story.
It's in Georgia too.
Yeah, and that's the crazy shit. Like what you're saying,
it's not surprising either. It's in the South.
They really are trying to erase slavery from they're trying to wipe slavery off of American history. Trying to say instead of slaves, we were just indentured servants.
And in the meantime, to segue that into the last portion of it, our lovely state wants to fucking preserve historical facts of
the Alabama bill.
There's most of you, I assume, aren't from Alabama that are listening to this podcast.
Thank God.
Yeah. We're not necessarily the biggest fans of Alabama, even though we're residents of Alabama.
By force.
But anyway, they came up with a bill. I think I saw this. When did I share that with you?
I think it was like 2 days ago or something.
It might have been 2 or 3 days ago. Yeah. But they came up with a bill that basically, they didn't have it on the books before. It's protecting Confederate statues, and they passed it. And man, it just it shows you like the climate of like what's always been basically the climate of southern states that are basically Republican states.
Yeah, and it's basically showing you we haven't changed that much since like Jim Crow.
1952.
The only thing that's changed is that you have to tolerate. We have to be a great.
Just walk by. Don't say nothing to them.
Yeah.
They say something to you, you got every right to go get the boys and do what you got to do, buddy. Okay? Yeah. You hear me?
But you can't get mad when they pull a thing out on you.
No, they don't say that. If they pull a thing out on you, call the cops. Your Uncle Jethro's right there. He's deputy.
They'll take them out before they get you.
They'll plant evidence, get rid of evidence, whatever you need, buddy.
And
it's going to be all right.
And it's interesting. I feel like it's very interesting.
People going to be like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah. But it's interesting. It's interesting that people like I saw in the comment section. A lot of people were like, "Yeah, I'm glad that it passed." It doesn't make any sense to erase history. You can't erase history. It's like let's maintain these statues being up and shit.
I'm so glad I wasn't in that comment section.
I went off.
So you mean it's okay to erase slavery and all that? Yeah, it's okay to erase the struggles the struggles
double
of
standard.
minorities.
It's evident double
That's why
standard.
that's one reason why I'm not mad about this bill is because y'all want to keep this, you cannot hide the actual historical facts. If you're gonna sit up like it's a fucking textbook that they're changing the shit in. You can't change the library.
Yeah.
You can't change the Library of Congress.
Well, hold on.
But you can omit some books.
You can omit, but they cannot get rid of them.
I don't know.
They can just
They
say
probably
you
could,
can't
man.
read it. You feel me?
You can't, as in.
You as a civilian, you can't read them.
You mean
We'll just put this in our secret archives that
Yeah,
only
yeah.
people.
You talking
You know
about
what
for
I'm
the
saying?
nobility? For the nobility, man.
Yeah, you know, and so like when it comes down to it, like you can't sit up here and have no fucking statue of Jeff Davis or whatever his fucking name was and shit like that. You can't sit up here and talk about Freeman Battle House or whatever right here in Tuscaloosa and shit like that without mentioning why this shit happened. You cannot fucking skip by the Civil War and not mention slavery.
No. You can gleam over slavery, and you can be like what they do. They fucking emphasize they're fighting for states' rights, and they were warring against.
And then you say, and that's when it's upon the listener to ask questions.
Yeah.
What were the states' rights that they were trying to fight for?
That's just like the fucking.
You can't gleam over Nat Turner either. I swear. I bet.
Well, that's not Alabama, though.
If they built the Nat Turner statue,
No, they don't.
If they built the Nat Turner
They're gonna
statue,
come and take the shit.
That's my thing. Go ahead.
Yeah, if they built the Nat Turner statue, we'll be hearing screams to high heaven like, "Get this racist terrorist piece of shit out!"
But that's all I'm saying. Like there are ways you can fuck with people because of that shit. Like that's what I'm saying. Like the best way to fight is like you can kick and scream against the establishment or anything like that all day long. But the best way to fucking throw some shit back in their face is to use their own shit against them. So if they want to sit up there and keep that, then what's up?
Oh no, I was just thinking when you say use their own shit against them, but yeah. It's like,
but this is what I'm saying. Just like you said,
know,
like,
use
about
their own
like Nat
tactics.
Turner.
Yeah,
exactly. Build
you
a statue of fucking Harry Tubman and keep it right here in Alabama and be like, you can't tell me to take it
That's
down
what-
because
that's
this is a part of fucking. This is the same.
That's what I was gonna say.
Falls right underneath that shit.
That shit, that shit's gonna get fucking like vetoed or whatever the fuck.
It's gonna get.
So I can veto anything they want.
We ain't got it. We don't have voting.
You know what I'm saying? But
Our
all
voting
I'm saying is like you can keep. It's just like, man, you can keep fucking with people. That's my whole be a troll. Sometimes you have to be a troll.
I know what you're saying. Fight fire with fire. But the thing is, what fire do we have? Because the flame looking
We got more fire. We got more fire than we like to fucking admit to ourselves. And I wish that
what can we fight?
we have to downgrade ourselves.
Like, I mean, like, give me like, I guess, give me some tactics. You think?
Bro,
internet
all day.
Yeah,
internet
mobilize on shit, nigga. Mobilize. We can get motherfuckers.
Well, not in this Trump man, nigga. This motherfucker.
You said not in Trump. What?
Man, Trump.
Well, they can't block it. Goddamn body, bro.
Like
they can't win all blocking frenzy, dog. If you say anything, it's like
he's going to.
I'm just saying, though.
We're not talking about Trump. We're talking about like the whole thing. Yeah.
But like, man, like even when it comes down to like, man, like what was Childish Gambino? Well, Donald Glover said something, and he was it was an interview. He was like, "We need to quantify our fucking worth." Yeah, and he was talking about the chick that said that came up with Fleet. Yeah. She should have copyrighted that shit. Man, Young and May should have copyrighted.
I literally saw the video where the chick said Fleek.
Yeah,
it's like it's on Fleek. I was like,
yeah,
could have got so much.
Should have copyrighted swag.
Should have copyright all that shit. It's just like okay, Birdman for example. Birdman,
bling, yeah,
copyrighted bling bling.
He did? I thought he did.
He copyrighted.
Did he copyright respect?
Respect him. I don't know if he did respect on my name.
No, I think he had like
he sold some shirts. I know.
I don't think that's
like some hoodies.
Yo, you're right though. He didn't copyright it. He said he should have.
Yes, that's the thing.
And that's the thing. It's just like Gene Simmons. Gene Simmons do that shit all the time. Gene Simmons copyright shit.
Kiss?
Yeah.
What did he?
That motherfucker copyrights everything, bro. I'm telling. That's how he makes his money.
You know,
dude is smart. He may be an asshole, but he is fucking genius.
Yeah, I've heard he's an asshole.
I should have copyrighted Switch Gang because I started that crap in the chat,
bro.
You should have copyrighted Beast Mode.
I should have.
And then when Lil Boosie used it, I was like, yeah.
No, then Marshawn Lynch had it too, and then he made a clothing line. He got like, dude, I started, man.
I'm a
trendsetter, dog.
But that's my whole thing. That's my whole thing. It's
Hold
like,
on, one more thing.
it's just like the African American proverb says the only thing. This is fucked up.
He said the African American proverb. I know it's gonna be crazy then.
It said the only thing that the white man ever invented was the patent office.
Oh, Lord, that's funny.
But it's true. And in order to fucking start getting our shit, we have to go to that fucking office and do our shit.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, hold on. I want to make a quick announcement, too. To all Nintendo people that might hear this, like, there are such thing as fanboys out there. Yes, I created a Switch game. And you know what? I don't give a fuck about the Switch. I ain't posting you.
Random.
But yeah, I mean, like, I just feel like that, and that's what I mean. Like, that's how you fight that shit. You just start taking the little things that you can and start investing your fucking self and your community, bro.
I agree.
Once you do that, man, it's just like one night, man, this thought kept me up all fucking night, bro.
No,
it was the fact that
is it an idea that is like a solid idea that people can make money from? You might
no.
Somebody
knows.
But
it was the fact that
here.
like, you know, like we got like little Tokyo, we got little China, we got little Italy, we got little Mexico. Hell, we got a little Mexico in Northport. That's like a trailer park. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, but where the fuck is little Africa?
I knew you were gonna say that. The
only one that was there, they fucking destroyed.
Yeah, Mobile. Yeah.
Oh
no! It's literally still there, but it's not like
it's not the prosperous like community that it once was.
You're right.
Where you got Atlanta?
That was good. That was slick. I like that.
Yeah. Like all in Atlanta, you call that little Africa right there. Well, look, that's big Africa, baby.
That's small nation Africa.
Tried.
That's a small motherland right there, bro.
But yeah, my whole point being that like every fucking like group has their own little something where like, but where the fuck is ours? And why is it every time we try to get together to do that shit, we have opposition?
You know what somebody?
And it's just like, fuck it, man. Let's just fucking do it. Let's fucking do it.
Somebody gonna say, oh, it's the ghetto, it's the hood. No,
that's fine. But when we fucking like when Rick Ross and them are doing, and Slim Thug, they buying the fucking block,
yeah,
and they fixing them up. And when they fix them up, don't you bring your fucking ass to the hood. Don't you bring your ass to the ghetto. Now that the ghetto don't look like a ghetto no more, keep your fucking ass out.
Yeah.
Stay the fuck out of it, bro. You didn't respect it beforehand. The same motherfuckers still live here. Fuck you.
Yeah. I feel you on that, man.
Yeah.
It's just like for real. Like we gotta monopolize our fucking word, bro. We gotta we literally have to fucking start just copyrighting our own shit.
Yeah, that's to me that's the biggest.
Cash Me Outside. How about that?
Yeah.
And everybody think this little white girl came up with the shit. She sat there and said, "I learned from the hood."
Really, we're controlling like culture for real.
Yeah, I got a quick story for y'all because like that whole Cash Me Outside shit, I've ignored that shit with a passion. But like, no, I swear I was at work and like, lady came in, her little son or whatever. They're white, of course. But
you said, of course,
like you know, the kid had a little too much sauce. Had a little too much sauce for parents. Like, you know, if we talk back to our parents, you know, you might get a pop.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so, hard, you know, but he's talking all back kind of reckless. I'm like, okay, you do you. I'm not going to tell you how to raise your kid. But then he said something like, she was like, I'm not going to buy this. Where you going to buy this? You going to cash me outside? How about that? And like, his mom started laughing like, oh, spicy, she was like, oh my God, isn't that cute? I was like, dude, it took everything in my power because I'm still trying to provide customer service without being like, no, I think he's retarded.
Said was like, where's the camera? I know you guys are pranking me right now.
Dude, you know how annoying that is to me though? I'm just like, you acting ghetto or like illiterate, it does nothing. It does nothing for you. Mm-hmm. It really doesn't. It just shows how much of a jackass you really are. You're proud of it. That's in my opinion.
I feel like it all depends. If that's part of who you are, if you grew up around like a lot of like lower income,
but the context is if that's not who you are, because I clearly know that is not who they are.
Yeah, I agree. No, but I was just giving another side of the coin.
Yeah, I know
everybody that doesn't fucking speak proper English and may use black vernacular, hip hop vernacular,
or whatever.
Yeah, they made that might just be who they are, their personality, their character, or whatever. And what? Go ahead. No, I'm saying.
Ted saw my face, y'all. I feel like they learned how to code switch just as much as we did.
Yeah.
They get pulled over by the cops. They gonna be like, "What up, my nigga?" Blah 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 blah. They ain't gonna talk to them like they in the hood.
Right,
They gonna put on that voice.
Yeah,
and you know that fucking voice.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah.
we call it the interview voice, but to them that's their fucking voice.
How did this
So how the
get
fuck you gonna
famous?
And not only that, but this is the fucked up
You
part.
know how she got famous.
This is the fucked up part about it.
But why, man? God damn.
Because that's what
You
we
know why,
yeah, exactly.
bro.
That shit.
She a 13-year-old white
shit is
chick, bro. That shit is
infuriating, man.
adorable to them, man.
That shit is so fucking infuriating.
But let Mike
man.
Brown have been on fucking tape saying "Cash me outside." How about that? They be like, "That nigga deserved to get shot."
Yeah.
Well, speaking of
It's just
Mike
like
Brown, you
twerking.
heard another tape.
Bro,
surface.
I've been said that.
We all said it wasn't him who robbed the goddamn store.
I was like,
said
yo,
that the day
I literally said, yo, I said, why haven't they interviewed the store owner since they said that was him?
They did.
The one time, and he said that wasn't Mike Brown, and they never talked to that nigga again. But they kept throwing that shit out there like it was a fact.
Yes.
And now the shit came out that they fucked with the tape, so you couldn't see the motherfucker's face.
Yeah, I know that. I know this.
And this-
But
this-
going
this-
on
this-
right
this-
now.
Cash me outside, the chick or
Yeah,
whatever.
I know, yeah.
She just to finish off the thought, she fucking like got that copyright on that shit.
Dog.
Trying to sell shirts and shit.
She really got copyrighted.
Got a track.
I guess.
No,
so.
I know. But
guess
I didn't know.
so.
I don't think she owned the track. The producer, whoever,
Yeah,
whatever,
man,
probably owned the track.
But I tell you what, if
But-
she fucking copyrights that, she can sue him for money.
probably. Yeah. But
You making money off of something that I copyrighted, bro? Break bread.
Who, me?
yeah.
No.
Yeah,
not
he
you.
was just saying like if it was
Okay, I
him.
got you.
But what I was gonna say is like that just it speaks to like the hypocrisy of
America. Go ahead.
no. White America. That's not America. That's not the entire thing.
No, I think America's hip hop.
I think
No, well, I was talking about in the context of a little white boy. No.
Any race.
But I'm talking about from the context of a white little boy doing something he saw like as far as like a white girl acting black, just like the whole twerking thing. We call twerking popping like in the early 2000 early 90s.
They've been doing this shit since before Uncle Luke. There's
Yeah.
a Black Betty is literally
No, well,
about twerking, bro.
let me
Belly made that joke.
Yeah, well, let me finish.
Go ahead, my
what I was
bad.
gonna say was like, this shit had already been invented.
Yeah.
And then
Here
you know,
comes Miley.
you remember Uncut and shit. Yeah.
Bruh, tip drill,
Yeah,
nigga.
but that goes, but he's stupid.
I
But yeah,
can't.
but that's let me finish. But that goes back to like, people saying like, oh, black people are so overly sexual. It goes to the stereotype of black women being like overly sexualized and black men being fucking rapists that could rape white women. That's been a stereotype since like fucking after slavery.
During, before, all that.
Well, yeah, it wasn't so prevalent during, but like after when we got free, that's the reason that white people use to like. That's why we need to be profiling these black people and locking them up.
Yeah.
But anyway, fast forwarding, it's just like okay, black women doing popping or whatever, and then white women started catching on to it, and they're like, oh, we can do that too. Then that shit became cute. And it just became like fucking, mainstreamed, and it's like, oh, look at little Becky. She's 11 years old, but she's popping. Oh, that's so fucking adorable. Oh my god. And it's just like, yo, you fucking demonizing, and all of a sudden, black women become baby mamas. They all get fucking labeled baby mamas. All get labeled fucking hoes and shit. And it's just like that's how you fucking view black people in general.
Exactly.
So that's just something that has always been prevalent in the U.S. Like the whole idea of like the fucking what is it, negrophobia and fucking negro what do you call it, the attraction to Negroes. Like we love your culture, but we fucking hate you, like as people.
That's what it is, man. Usually I saw a post on Tumblr. It was like, all right. It was like a post on Tumblr that said like, a girl gets pregnant, she's a baby mom. Or a black girl gets pregnant, she's a baby mom. A white girl pregnant, she becomes teen mom. It was like a man has multiple wives. A Muslim man has multiple wives. He's a terrorist. A white man has multiple wives. They're sister wives. They get a show on TLC. And it was basically like if you want, it basically said if you want to see white privilege, watch TLC.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's fucked up, but it's accurate.
There's that, or fucking you get a white person gets pulled over by the police, and they live to tell the story after the whole exchange.
Black dude reaches for his ID.
Wallet.
He might be gone next day. So it's like
jerk shit. He could just fucking have like some bad nerves or some shit, and just like
shoulder to it just for a minute.
Exactly. Pop.
He reaches for something.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
But we need to fucking copyright our shit. We need to quantify our worth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big Especially, black. I was gonna say something about like that, man. I think that's.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, but I was gonna say that's been like from the beginning of since black people, like any culture that hasn't been white culture has always kind of missed the boat on, for the most part, initially, make.
Hey, sorry about that little technical difficulty. Oh, what were you saying, Tez? Quantifying our work.
Yeah. I was trying to think what I hadn't already said before as far as like that. Well, basically, being the first people to, make money or make any monetary gain off of whatever they come up with. Like how you have like, I'm pretty sure Taco Bell makes more than the average La Fiesta, authentic Mexican food.
Yeah.
And same thing with like just specifically with African American culture, where you had, we came up with most of the major musical genres.
Yep.
Whether it be country, blues, rock and roll, hip hop, all of that shit. And when we started doing it, either we would have like our white counterparts come in, they would do the same song we would do, they would make more money than we do. And then when we signed deals, we would sign to white, the labels were owned by white people, and then they would screw us out of our deal. And just it seems like just now, we've like been hitting like a current of we're starting to independence and starting to capitalize off of our own artistic value.
Yeah,
and I think that's a shame. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's a shame that I see what you're saying. It took like so long for us to even think about doing it, but
it's so mainstream now.
Yeah,
especially with hip hop specifically.
Yeah, you also got to take into account like the situations back in those days. Like if an artist didn't accept some of those deals, they weren't gonna get that music out. They were just gonna forever be stuck in like the local area. Like, yo, this cat can sing. He can make all kinds of songs. Why is he on the radio? I think he getting blackballed or whatever. Because if you try to I guess you didn't have the resources that you do now.
Yeah.
In order to like truly, like I guess
quantify.
Yeah, quantify your worth.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I definitely get that, but we always had stuff like the Chitlin Circuit and the Apollo Theater. We had venues in basically terrain where we could tour and perform and we can make money. We like it goes back to the whole Black Wall Street thing. There were always pockets of areas where we were patronizing our own businesses, and we were putting money into each other.
Yeah.
And I feel like it go basically what you were saying goes back to, we need to build our own network of exchanging currency for our own, like whatever we're doing, whatever our trade is or whatever we're good at, and we need to build on that and build our communities up.
Exactly, and that's just how I think, man. It's just, I know
that's just one. That's the biggest thing, and that's I'm not gonna say the biggest thing, but that's one of the factors of why we are why a lot of our communities are poverty stricken. Because we're not putting money into our communities. We're not putting money into businesses in our communities and into each other.
Yeah, basically the last one especially, like helping build each other. I think that's one of the biggest ones.
That's a starting point.
Yeah, we're not putting enough trust in each other.
That's what I was going to say.
To actually like start building, and I think that's a problem. We got to correct that.
And I think I'm interested in knowing if that's prevalent across the nation altogether, or if that's just Alabama.
No, that's prevalent.
I think
I've seen that in Detroit. I've been to Detroit. I had an aunt in Detroit. I've been to Cleveland. I've been to different. I'm not trying to study.
I'm
not trying to like this nigga
I
said
was
he been
gonna
there.
make a joke about Detroit, but I was just like, no, they've been through enough.
Yeah, I know, right? But
they still ain't got clean water in
bro, for real.
Yeah.
And they don't know. And that dude, I think that dude's still governor too.
yeah, he is still governor.
And I'm just like, what the fuck?
But what I was gonna say is like that's just a nationwide thing. I kind of feel like it's. I know you're gonna be like this nigga bringing up slavery again, it very much stems from it. It's not like slavery isn't the main reason, but it's like a trickle down effect of the remnants of slavery.
It branched off.
Where you had where you had redlining and police brutality and like things like the Klan, like organizations,
prison system,
like infiltrating black communities and not only locking up people and harassing people, but also anytime you had black businesses, especially in the South, they would get burnt. It would get burned. It would be the people that owned it would get brutalized, if not lynched, and then also the whole thing of instilling, like, this is a big thing, and I honestly don't feel like people in the black community talk about this enough. Black paranoia, where we're paranoid of each other.
Yeah.
You're paranoid of a guy. And sometimes, I'm a perpetrator of this too. You might see a black guy, and it might not necessarily be the fact that he's specifically black, but it might just be like I'm in a community that I feel like some shit could pop off.
Yeah,
and then that goes into class and race too.
Yeah,
and it's just like seeing a black guy in a hoodie and he's just walking around, and I'm like, holy shit. I mean, watch before I open my car door so he doesn't jump me. And, it's just that we're afraid. Not only are we afraid of each other as far as on a one-to-one thing, we're afraid of investing money into black people and into businesses where the people that own it look like us. Because we're like, man, they ain't going to do a good job. Man, I had this one guy that was, my mom has said this, and I'm not trying to bash my mom because I love my mom to death. But she literally, and then she had to check herself. She literally, a guy did a shitty job painting, I think it was like painting the outside, a portion of her house on the outside. And then he did kind of a shitty job, and she was like, man, I give my people a chance, and they just, they screw it up and do a half-ass job. And I had to talk to her, and I was like, all black businesses don't do that. And then, she actually gave, other people that own black businesses a chance when it came to like doing, maybe repairing something. And then she was like, oh, such and such, he did a great job. Yeah. And she was like, I shouldn't have said that. And I feel bad for, for saying that. And I feel like we definitely have to hold our people accountable. People that own businesses that we patronize.
I think a big part of that is we definitely have to tell each other when you're doing a crappy job.
In order for you to,
what I'm saying, and I'm not faulting your mom or like that, but me personally, I'd be like, yo, I'm not satisfied with this job, so I think you need to do it over.
Yeah, I feel you.
Oh, and I wanted to hit on, like, just to give another example. We had a recent example of that where we just voted last week for like mayor and everything. Yeah. And the other guy, Stefan, I forgot his last name.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. By the way, shout out to Raven Howard. Went to school with her. She won city council for our district.
That's what's up.
Yeah. She's a dope person.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
But yeah, like one of the other cats running against Mayor Maddox, I think. Yeah, he.
I got so much to say about Maddox.
Yeah, his opponent was.
Seen him naked, bro.
His opponent. No, I didn't.
I don't know.
Okay, stop.
I don't even want to.
We used to work out at the Y.
No, it's cool.
The men's walking there, and people.
I didn't question.
Hey, let me finish. Like his opponent is Stefan. I forgot his last name. But it was one thing that kind of threw me off when I looked at the ballot. Like he just had, Walt Maddox. And then when it went to him, they had to include his nickname, Step.
I think that's just like a local thing.
I know,
Southern shit.
I know that, but it's just like, if you running for mayor, man, I was like, let's go ahead and keep it simple. But what you were saying about like people not giving their, giving people a shot or whatever, I had this conversation with a few people. It was like, well, why did y'all vote for him? Well, wasn't he like an ex-con or whatever? And like he's running, but it's like that happened like in the 90s. That happened like early 90s, man.
Really?
This cat's like running now in like 2017. He's a known activist throughout the community, especially for like young troubled youth.
Oh, okay.
So he's been working with youth since like he got out.
Is he black?
Yeah, he's black.
And the ex-con thing weighs heavy.
But I'm saying like you
can.
can because I was like why don't we give him a shot? Why don't we see what he's about? If he was like, well, we haven't heard nothing from him. Have you tried like looking up what he's done or seeing his policies?
I didn't hear shit. Look, I don't know if he did a good job promoting because I saw a lot of Walt Maddox shit on Facebook. So,
yeah. But it also goes to like you can get blackballed. So especially this is politics too.
No, I agree.
If you got like any kind of spec at all, it doesn't take much to get like immediate blackout of you. Period. And I'm not saying he could have still started the Facebook, but
this is Alabama. A black ex-con.
But I'm saying that's another reason though. It doesn't reason. Should that be stuck with him like?
No. I personally I don't think so. But as this community. Tuscaloosa,
I mean, when you speak
Bible Belt, Republican, conservative South, you damn right they're gonna be like, you got a white person who we are used to, and then you got this new black guy who may be doing work in the community, but he's ex-con. He's black.
But you're talking about the other. I'm talking about the black community. The black community wasn't even supported.
Oh, really?
And that's another thing. We want to give like cats a second chance for it, and we preach second chances and everything a whole lot. But I
don't know if we're that. I know, except with the whole specifically Obama. I know we were mobilized in voting him in. I don't know if we're necessarily mobilized in local state.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. That's kind of that's hypocrisy at its finest too, in the degree.
Yeah.
So
but see, a lot of people don't know government like that. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people don't know government like that.
Local and state matter way more
than national.
Yeah.
And so, like, when it comes down to it, like, not only that, but you're right, sir. You're right. Well, at least I agree with you that like black people love holding shit against black people.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like because of the church culture that black people typically grow up in. Not all of them, but typically all of them. A large enough majority to say the majority.
And I think
they have this. My bad. They have this sense of like righteousness, and so when it comes down to it, they want to appear way more holier and or at least better than the person that does have a record.
Yeah, I think that factors in, and I think it's also kind of like the whole thing of a familial aspect of like this person looks like me, comes from the same place, so I hold them at a higher standard than I might hold like a quote unquote outsider. I feel like that because I've seen
it depends.
No, but honestly I've seen Indian people be more critical of other Indian people, or Latin people be more critical of other Latin people.
They don't have our culture.
No, but I'm just saying that to me that's somewhat of a universal thing. I'm not saying that doesn't you said didn't factor in.
I think I see what you're talking about. Like you expect more. Well, you expect somebody of your own culture and heritage to uphold to a higher standard.
Yes, some people do.
I've always seen the opposite of that. I've always seen people being like, "Oh, this nigga trying to shine. He ain't shit."
Well, no, there is the hating factor, but there's also like
hating is also universal.
Yeah, but there's also like I don't have a fresh cut right now, and you might have a white person come in with like a shaggy haircut, and then I come in, and then there's a black person that's like, yeah, the white guy might have a shaggy haircut, but damn, nigga, look at that nigga. That nigga look grungy as fuck, nigga. And they'll be way more critical on me.
I wish we could have caught your face on that shit.
Yeah. But they would be way more critical on me than they are the white person.
I don't care. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. It's just like I don't like. I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't see that a lot because I'm not looking for that. You know what I'm saying? I've turned my blind eye to that shit long time ago. So it's like, because I definitely hear people talk about that with other people. Like, man, that nigga look dusty. That nigga look ashy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I see that, but I just take it all as like, man, whatever. Y'all say whatever you want about me. I'm 10 times smarter than
but
half
but
you
here's the thing. Everybody thinks like you, though. And this is like,
I got tired of dealing with bullshit in my life.
But here's the thing: not everybody's at that level where they can just block stuff out like that. Because people, we still live in age. People do care about like what people think. Why you think so many people stunt on Instagram? And
more, and that's why it seems like they care about. Like, it's way more
crazy.
prevalent now.
But
I guess I don't know. One day I'll get it. I guess I don't know. I feel like an old man in that regard because I'm just like, bro, it's a picture.
I got past that in high school.
Okay, cool. Like,
you will love that picture. You will check to find that picture. You will respect it. You will drop 5 likes on it. Comment. That's hilarious. Comment on my J's. Okay. So I guess we ain't got more topics. That was a nice discussion, fellas. We go.
Weakest? I guess, man.
No, man. It's like I'm not gonna say I'm tuckered out, but I am tuckered out.
So I'm burned out, man. Been putting too much work in these streets.
Thank you all for listening to this latest episode of Freeform.
Yes,
this episode will be up later on SoundCloud. If you're not watching the video version on YouTube, please like and subscribe. This has been your host, Phenom Soul.
Oh,
gentlemen,
what's up? This is Tez the Great at Mars Brooks. You catch me on that Twitter. Catch me outside. I know y'all gonna be mad about it. But
listen, everybody's social gonna be in the description. Y'all just say your names and we can get on out.
Oh my god. We got the podcast police over here. But hopefully y'all enjoyed this podcast. Subscribe. Leave some comments. We always say that. I might just stop saying it, and somebody will, be brave enough to leave.
Comment.
Yeah, brave enough to leave a comment.
Pull up on you. Like,
we're not shooting people over, not commenting.
Shit.
But
I'm playing.
But yeah, just stay black and do something.
Everybody's not black listening.
Hey, we all from Africa. You stay black.
Stay black.
Well, you just stay African then.
Stay African. But anyway, yeah, I'll put it past to my homie.
Yeah, man. Thank you guys for listening. Go quantify your words, man.
That's to everybody. Like
to everybody.
All young
Quantify
people,
your fucking words.
All young people, if you have ideas, man, chase your dreams. Go live life.
Don't listen to these niggas out here, bro.
Get that money.
Get your money. Shoot your shot.
Hashtag get money.
It's a hashtag get money.
Somebody already. Well, shit.
That's
hashtag get money.
50 Cent had the song.
Okay, this lasts longer than it needed to. All right, y'all.
Oh yeah, that's Junior Mafia though. But yeah, anyway,
before he
ghost roll for everybody.
Oh my god!
My bad.
We out.
Season Kim no.
Freeform out.
Just rap pack, besides that, nobody I trust. Back again like I never left. Young Sinai said that's to the death. We turned up till we go deaf. Rap pack to my last breath. I cut records like Kid Cudi. Day and night, that's all the time. From the underground to the mainstream, my same team get all the shine. They wanna be, but I never knew. I just keep the peace and get revenue.